Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Madhu Kushwaha, Assistant Professor in SIRT Pharmacy. The subject name is Pharmacology Second. Code is BP503T, Unit Second. The topic name is Diuretics. Diuretics are drugs which cause a net loss of sodium and water in urine. It also increases output of urine from body is called diuretics. Natriuresis. When a drugs or substance introduced in your body or biological system, it increases the output of urinary sodium output from body is called natriuresis. Diuretics also useful in nephrotic syndrome, acute glomerulonephritis and chronic renal failure, lower urinary calcium excretion, making them useful in preventing calcium containing kidney stones. The sole therapeutic agent to treat hypertension, diuretics in combination with other antihypertensive drugs to treat hypertension. This is called the structure of the nephron. This is the glomerulus afferent arterioles, efferent arterioles. This is the proximal convoluted tubule is called PCT. This is renal artery which carries oxygenated blood, and this one is renal vein carries oxygen depleted blood. This is Bowman's capsule, and this part is loop of Henle. This part is loop of Henle which carry descending limb of loop of Henle, ascending limb of loop of Henle. This part is distal convoluted tubule and collecting duct. Then this is the classification of diuretics. High efficacy diuretics, sodium potassium 2 chloride transport inhibitors. The category is sulfomoyl derivatives. The drug name is furosemide, bumetanide and torsemide. Then second category is medium efficacy diuretics, sodium chloride importer, thiazides. First is thiazides, benzothiazidines. The drug name is hydrochlorothiazide is most important drug in diuretics. Benzthiazide, hydrofumethazide and bendrofumethazide. The second category is thiazide like related heterocyclics, chlorthalidone, metolazone, zepamide, indapamide or clopamide. Then last category is weak diuretics, carbonic anhydrase inhibitors. The drug name is acetazolamide. Acetazolamide is most important drug. Second is potassium sparing diuretics, aldosterone antagonist. The drug name is spironolactone and alpranolol. Alpranolol, potassium sparing diuretics, renal epithelial, sodium channel. The drug name is trimethoprim and amiloride. Amiloride is the second important potassium sparing diuretics, osmotic diuretics, mannitol, isosorbate or glycerol. This is the mechanism of action of acetazolamide. This is the luminal part of the nephron. This is the proximal convoluted tubule and this is the basolateral side. In PTC, the sodium is filtered with fluid. It goes to PCT Sodium must go into cell and cross the luminal membrane. Sodium is not a simple molecule. It is charged molecule, so it cannot be dissolved in easy way and not by simple diffusion. So it can go with special transport. Transport is called sodium proton transport. Then the luminal sodium go into fluid sodium and it's go through cell of basolateral membrane by special transport is sodium proton transport, go to interstitial fluid and then go in blood. Along with sodium, many other substances are reabsorbed by proximal convoluted tubule. Not only sodium in fluid, it with bicarbs and calcium ions, and these all ions are absorbed back to the body. Sodium is associated with the bicarbs for acid-base balance. There are very special transporters are present on luminal side. This transporter name is sodium proton transporter. One of other transporter One of other transporter are also present in basolateral membrane is called sodium potassium transport or sodium potassium ATPase. These these molecule eating constantly ATP. When they energize, they through three sodium molecules throughout the cell and two potassium from the intercellular to intracellular in proximal convoluted tubule. And all the basolateral cells have sodium potassium ATPases in nephron, PTC, DCT, and also loop of Henle and collecting duct. All basolateral side have sodium potassium ATPases. Then we come on point. Bicarbs is fused with proton to make compound. Bicarbs fuse with proton and make carbonic acid. Here is a special enzyme are present. Carbonic anhydrase. This is the carbonic anhydrase which is break and to form carbon dioxide and water. The concentration of carbon dioxide is more in luminal side, so we can say higher concentration to lower concentration. Then these carbon dioxide come into intracellular fluid and react with water to form as H2CO3 in the presence of carbonic enzyme, and these carbonic acid is breakdown in intracellular cell to then this is form. So this intracellular bicarb is go through special stranger cell calcium ion, then this bicarb is reaches in interstitial fluid, then go to the blood. When we use drug, the carbonic inhibitor is acetazolamide. The drug is used to block an inactive carbonic anhydrase, so carbon dioxide not generated here. Then water and carbon dioxide are not fused together, so cell cannot generate carbonic acid and cell cannot dissociate by carbon, carbonic acid into bicarb and proton. So cause these drugs cause natriuresis, bicarbonate, urea is have, and so diuresis cause. This is all the mechanism of action of acetazolamide. Acetazolamide is block the carbonic anhydrase, then the further process and reaction is not going on. So the action is will going on. This is the theoretical mechanism of action, and this is shown the reaction in PCT. Then the dose of acetazolamide is 250 mg OD and BD. The generic name is Diamox Sinomax 250 mg. The pharmacokinetics: acetazolamide is well absorbed orally, duration of action 8 to 12 hours, and the uses of acetazolamide. Acetazolamide prevent and reduce the symptoms of altitude sickness. This medication can decrease headache, tiredness, nausea, dizziness, and shortness of breath. The side effects are acidosis, hypokalemia, drowsiness, paresthesia, fatigue, numbness, loss of appetite, vomiting, and sleepiness. Thank you.